Greetings, the internet. Mickey P here. And with the world plunged into darkness by the absolute fucking bullshit of politics, I think it's a perfectly good time to hide in 90s DOS game nostalgia and have a look at the Wing Commander 3 Film Can Edition from 1994. So here we've got the box, and I think this version has pretty much everything in it except, unfortunately, for the t-shirt. I'm guessing that ended up in someone's cupboard and is long since disintegrated. But let's have a look at what we do have. So the box has a picture of the contents on the front, and the idea is, since this was the big interactive movie thing due to live action cutscenes, they thought it'd be cool to have it in a film can, and we'll have a look at that when we open it up. But for now, we'll just have a look at the outside of the box. Got listing of the contents on the top left, and on the back we've got all the blurb, and it says it's the first true interactive movie for your home PC. This was kind of a big deal when it came out. It had like starring Mark Hamill and Biff from Back to the Future and John Rhys-Davies, Malcolm McDowell. It's great, brilliant game, brilliant cast, like absolutely fantastic cutscenes. Just give you a better look at what the words say, assuming the video looks readable. Yeah. And yeah, the side of the box isn't that interesting, unless you're a System Requirements fan. If you're a big fan of System Requirements, I hope you can read that and enjoy the nostalgia of reading requirements for MSCDEX and Super VGA and all that nonsense. Anyway, it's far more interesting to look what's inside, so let's do that. Essentially what we have in the box is the film canister packaging. And yeah, it's basically just a film canister, or a facsimile of one at least. It's got the cover art and a nice sticker there. So let's open it up. Yeah, we've got a bunch of discs and a bunch of paper. Not sure how this would have been laid out originally. The person who sent this to me on eBay did a very good job of bubble wrapping up all the inside to make sure it didn't get damaged, but I'm not sure if there was like originally cardboard spaces or anything like that. Let's go through the paperwork first. Start off with the all-important reference card, aka all you'd get with a modern game. So we've got all the myriad keyboard commands and mouse and joystick commands. Because of course back when this game came out, a joystick was a must-have item for PC gaming, especially for a space sim like this one. Next up we have this, which I guess is a summary of all the fighters in the game, with complete stats and everything. Terran Confederation on this side, and on the back we have all of the Kiravi fighters. Now if you're familiar with Wing Commander, you will know that the Kiravi are giant kitty cats. And if you're not familiar with Wing Commander, you've just been told that the Kiravi are giant kitty cats. Let's move on to the next part. It's a little flyer for the Inside Wing Commander 3 Player's Guide. I guess it's advertising for a strategy guide or something, and I have no idea how easy it would be to find this these days. But apparently back in the day it cost $19.95. Next up we have the install guide, including a list of what this box allegedly contains, and I'll be able to check if everything is actually there that it originally came with. The install guide has all of this usual install guide stuff in it. Next up we have the Victory Streak book, which is kind of the in-character manual, like with information about the game universe, that sort of thing. Last but not least in the pile of paperwork, we have the registration card. Not ever sent out because no one ever does. In fact, I'm pretty sure that anything on eBay that doesn't have this, it wasn't sent out, it was just thrown in the bin. Looking at the install guide again, it's possible that we're missing something called the play guide. Although, interestingly, the install guide does not mention the list of all the ships and stuff. So I'm not quite sure whether this is a misprint or what the situation is. Because looking in the back of this, it's got kind of material like how to access an options screen and do the tutorial missions, which is possibly what you'd expect to see in the play guide according to this. And then we've got the discs itself. 4 discs for the game, all in individual cases. And the behind-the-scenes CD-ROM with a big warning on the front about how you need a 256 color display with Microsoft Video for Windows. Yeah, this came out like more than 20 years ago, and technology was a bit different back then. I'll have to see if I can get this going later. I'm guessing it's just some sort of AVI file in some weird codec that I hope VLC is able to play. After doing a bit of poking around online, I found out what the play guide actually was, and I found out that I do have it, and it was hidden in behind the CD tray thing of the behind the scenes video, and it's, yeah, just this booklet that's like CD case size that has full color pictures of the interface, all that stuff. Seems kind of odd that it's kind of redundant compared to some of the material in the install guide, but I guess in the old days, games had to come with like 3 manuals to make up for the fact that nowadays they come with none. So yeah, that's the Wing Commander 3 Cool Tin Movie Thing edition. It's cool to have because I remember seeing it in catalogs back in the day, and I thought it just looked super cool and impressive. I think I remember some versions of it, rather than having the behind the scenes on a CD, came with the behind the scenes on a VHS tape. It's only 20 years ago, but 20 years is a long time, and technology's moved on a long way. But personally, I think these Wing Commander games still hold up brilliantly. They're some of the best examples of the genre, and if you ever want to play them, they're all still available on GOG.com, so I definitely recommend checking them out. Anyway, I've been Mickey P, and thanks for watching.